And here comes Scott to the floor. Scott, a very impressive young lady out here on the floor. She's got height, and she's got a lot of experience, and she is already committed to Missouri State Southern University. So Missouri Southern State, Southern, there you go, already committed to that. So she's going to be a force to be reckoned with here tonight. She has got some height on her team, and got a few inches there on Tia Alsner, who's going to have to contend her in the middle. So maybe we can get lucky and get this young lady into foul trouble and get ourselves to the line and get her out of the ball game. Maybe get her out of the rhythm of her game. Get her a few fouls to where she maybe has to sit for a few minutes here and there. Coach is going to have a good game plan, but he says he thinks that we had a little crud running through the locker room last week and into this week, but he thinks we're better now, and he thinks that we're going to have a better effort here tonight. Now, the one good thing too, at coach's disposal, since there's no JV games, he's got Maddie Craner and he's got Makeda Schonifer with extra minutes out there on the floor. They can use them to his disposal. That's a big help for the Lady Blue Comets here tonight. They will go left to right. It will be Lady Bulldogs Carl Junction basketball. They'll start off to get it down here in the corner to Stokes. Here to the left side, back out to Wrench, and they'll get it down the side. Rachel Jackie gets her hand in there and makes it the steal. And the Lady Blue Comets give it up to Bogle. Bogle across the timeline, kick it over here to the right side. Babcock back to Bogle as they go over to the left, looking for Morrow. Rollins on the left wing, brings it back to the middle of the floor, now to the right side. Bounce pass down to Jacket. Jacket quickly double teamed there by the Lady Bulldogs, all the way back across on the long pass. Bogle thought about the jumper, now takes it in the lane, goes against the taller Scott. Back out to Jacket for three. Off the back of the iron, no good. Bounces around, into the hands of the Lady Bulldogs, but we have a Lady Bulldog on the floor, and I hope she's okay. Don't see how she went down. She's on the baseline there, and trying to see exactly who that is. Can't see who's on the floor there.
Game for Carl Junction. Number 12, Charlotte Winder.
Here comes Winder into the ball game for her, and can't tell who that is on the floor. They don't know if she is pointing at a knee there to the left side, and they're going to help her up. See if we can find out exactly. It's like number 10 maybe Stokes. All right, maybe that's Hughes, number 14. Okay. That looks like she's walking off on her own power, which is good. It is number 14 Hughes, so they'll get her some water and check her out. So, all right, it is a Lady Bulldog basketball. Good to see she's okay, leaving the floor on her own power. Bringing it up the floor is Wrench here to the left side. She'll drive right to the middle of the lane, kick it over to the right side, finds Scott in the paint. Scott misses at the front of the rim, gets her own rebound, and puts it right back up and scores. Good job by Lady Blue Comets. Somebody got a hand on it, but she still took it away from Bogle. Up the floor, quick, over to Rollins here. Down in the corner on the right side, back to Bogle. Bogle all the way across, finds Jacket left side. Jacket steps inside. Bogle, left wing. We'll get down the corner. Now they're going to call a walk. And the Lady Blue Comets turn it over. So back to the Lady Bulldogs. They lead it 2-0 just underway here. Wrench gets it up and brings it up here to Winder. Over to the right side. Winder back to Wrench here to the left. Down in the corner finding Stokes. Stokes. They double team Scott underneath there. Even though she's still standing at least a head above everybody. Now driving down in the lane. Can't get it in. Nice rebound there. Babcock fighting for it. Out of bounds. Jump ball. Possession arrow to the Lady Blue Comets. Nice job fighting for it there as Babcock gets in there to knock it away, and it goes to the floor. There's a couple Bulldogs, a couple Comets fighting for it. Lady Bulldog basketball on the possession arrow. And it is Bogle on the inbound, and she'll bring it across the timeline now for the Lady Blue Comets over to the right side. She'll bring it to Rollins on the right wing. Now back to the left to Jacket. Jacket trying to get on there to Alsner. Alsner and Scott going to go at each other all night tonight. And Tia's going to have to find a way to get some points around there and find an open way that she can get that open pass underneath there, too. That long passes under there at the free throw line. Here's Babcock. Back out to Bogle. And now Jacket. Jacket, Bogle. Bogle down in the lane, steps inside. Nice little dish to Alsner. Get in there, nice. Beautiful job. Shayla Bogle steps inside. She gets Scott to come towards her. She'll drop it off to Alsner, and Alsner will get it to bucket. And the Lady Comets tied it, too, with a beautiful dish. And a great job there by Shayla Bogle. So it is a Winder dribbling around out here on top. She'll drop it off in the middle to a Wrench. Wrench back to Winder. There's a hand on that. Babcock gets a hand on it, knocks it away. So KB3 gets a hand on it. It'll be Wrench ready to bring it in here in front of the Lady Blue Comet bench. So Wrench gets it in to find Winder. Babcock gets a hand on that one and makes the steal. And now she'll get it up ahead, find Rollins, who got ahead of the defense, and she's going to be fouled at the rack by Winder, and Morrow will head to the line. Nice job by Rollins to get up ahead, and a great job by Babcock to see her up ahead to get. She got in front of the defense and went to the rack with it. Not able to get it to go, but Rollins to the line for the Lady Blue Comets. So Morrow trying to break the tie, up and good. Rollins at the line, makes it 3-2. Lady Blue Comets got to keep up this intensity. This is kind of what the guys did against Parsons the other night. They started off strong and they stayed strong all the way through. Lady Blue Comets going to have to do that here tonight against a very good 5A squad out of Carl Junction, out of the Missouri. And they're a good team, and they're going to be hard to beat here tonight. All right, Winder back to Wrench. Wrench underneath there. And there's Alsner getting a hand on it. Nice try to save it there by Shanks, but she steps on the line, trying to get it back in as Tia got a hand on it, but Shanks tried to throw it back in and get out of bounds to the Lady Blue Comets. Second turnover there that I have so far. Checking in number 21 is going to be Hilton. And Blue Comets get the basketball. Inbound comes to Bogle and Shayla. Across the timeline for Lady Blue Comets. Now comes over to the right side, finds Rollins on the wing. Now to the left, finds Jacket. All the way back across Rollins. Bogle, top of the key. Now back over to Rollins, getting a little bit of room there. Trying to get it underneath there to Tia, but good job by Scott. Here's Babcock. Short jumper right outside the free throw lane, and KB3 gets her first bucket, and it's a 6-2 lead for the Lady Blue Comets here with just under 5 minutes gone in the first quarter. Back up ahead now, Scott's dropping it back off, finds Hilton just in the game, launches a three off the side of the iron, no good. Babcock with the rebound, and up the floor now comes Lady Blue Comets trying to get it up ahead to Rollins. Rollins trying to throw it up there, and it goes off the side of the rim. Won't go. Picked up there is Hilton, gets the rebound. Now throwing it up to Shanks. Shanks, Scott. Scott now into Stokes. Stokes with the short jumper, and it is good. 6-4. Lady Blue Comets back up the floor now. 4:15 to play here in the first quarter. Blue Comets with the ball, centered over to Rollins, over to the left side. And there's almost a steal there, and that's going to be a reach-in foul on Shanks. And that will be the second foul on Carl Junction. Here comes Brittany Angleton and Taylor Thompson into the ball game for the Lady Blue Comets.
In the game for Chanute, number 0.
So Bogle
Brittany Angleton
and Alsner will get a break here for the Lady Blue Comets. So 4:10 to go, and the Lady Blue Comets have 2 minutes lead. They have a 2-point lead. That's 6-4. They have the basketball. Get it over here to Angleton. Now back out to Babcock, running it over to the left side to Rollins. Morrow trying to drive around the defense. Now back out to Babcock. Babcock stopping and popping from three. Top of the iron. Cannot get it to go. With Scott right there for the rebound. And up the floor comes Scott. Lady Bulldogs driving all the way out the front of the rim. Can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound. And she's going to be over the top of somebody there, it looked like. And she goes back up to shoot. Now they're going to get the Lady Blue Comets on the foul. Call on Rachel Jacket. And I can't say that I like that call at all, because she's trying to go for a rebound. So is Jacket. She's over the top there too. So not liking that call there at the line there. But Scott at the line is up and good.
At the line, number 33, Katie Scott.
Checking in the ball game is going to be Storm. She'll check in here for Shanks for Carl Junction, as Scott tries to tie the ball game here with on the back half right now at the line. The second one on the way is up and good. So it's a 6-6 ball game after a questionable call there for the Lady Blue Comets. Back up the floor now comes Babcock. Babcock over to the right side to Morrow. Back to Babcock. Underneath now to Thompson. Thompson amongst the trees, kicks it back outside. Babcock trying to take it to the left side of the lane, finds Angleton. Angleton pulls up her dribble, back to Babcock to the left side. Faking a three, drives the baseline, goes against Scott. Short jumper to Shong. Jacket with the rebound, and they're going to call her for a walk. Come on, ref. Wow. So 3:23 to go. They tied it up here, and back on the floor now comes Winder for the Lady Bulldogs. Finds Scott here as they work over to the left side, all the way back over to the right, dropping it back down here in the corner. Finds Stokes, and now Scott driving the lane. A nice little pass from Stokes to Scott, and they'll give it to Thompson here. He'll push it up the floor here for Blue Comets, over to Morrow here to the right, back out on top. Babcock to Angleton, back to Babcock as they swing it around, and now we're going to get another walk call on the Lady Blue Comets. So it's another turnover. Here comes Tia Alsner back into the ball game now for Rachel Jackets, as the Blue Comets now traded by 2. And Shayna's going to wait to come in at the next stoppage. So at 8-6, Carl Junction with the basketball. And it's Winder over to the far side there to Hilton. Now back to Winder. They work over to the left side. Winder, Hilton over to the rights. Nice job, Lady Blue Comets, keeping the ball out there amongst the arc. Looks like Monroe got a hand on that one. Winder picks up the loose ball. Kick it down here to Storm. Storm loses the handle on it out near the half-court line. Now sends it back over to Hilton to the rights. Hilton driving down in, kick it over to the right side. That's a long-range strap. Ball will not go as it is a rebound there by Angleton. Drives it up ahead here to Monroe. Rollins going to have her pocket picked by Hilton. And then stealing it right back is Molly Rollins. And the Lady Blue Comets keep it here. Babcock in the lane, a short jumper. And that is off the mark as Scott's right there for her third rebound. And we get down to 2 minutes to go. Scott pushes up the floor here right to the middle. Now over to the left side down here in the corner. Storm will line up for three. Can't get it to go. Rebound to Babcock. And back on the floor, Lady Blue Comets come. Babcock pushing the action. Nice little dish right there to Monroe. Cannot get it to go, but that's going to be a foul on Winder. That will be her second. And Rollins will go back to the line. That's a nice pass there from Babcock to Monroe as Lady Blue Comets getting back in transition. 1:50 to go, and Monroe at the line to try to tie it up as Lady Blue Comets trail by 2, 8-6 with 1:50 to go here in the first. First one on the way. Rollins good.
At the line, number 32, Molly Rollins.
So Babcock checks out as
number 11,
Shayla Bogle checks into the ball game. A couple of those. As it's going to be J.C. Lewis going to check in for Rollins here after this shot. 8-7 Rollins trying to tie it, and does. Monroe 4 points in the ball game, all at the line, and Monroe makes it an 8-8 ball game. So 1:50 to go. It's going to be Hilton on the inbound, finds Scott. Scott's bringing it across the timeline now for the Lady Bulldogs. As it's tied up at 8, finds Lewis there on the defense. Nice job, Scott, dropping it off over to the right side, back underneath here to Scott, keeping her underneath the rack, and puts it up, can't get it to go. That ball's bouncing around, bouncing around, bouncing around. Finally on the floor, jump ball, possession arrow to Carl Junction. Nice job by the Lady Blue Comets fighting for that one. As Scott tried to get a rebound there, but the Blue Comets right there to knock it away. Alsner
in the game for Carl Junction, number 5.
doing a good job on the defense there against Scott. Checking into the ball game is going to be Wrench. She'll check back in. She'll come in here for Storm, as it'll be Lady Bulldog basketball on the inbound to find Scott. Scott back inside there to Wrench.
Number 5, Danny Wrench.
And Wrench will get it to go after the assist from Scott. Here comes Bogle, pushed up the floor, going over to the right side, finding Lewis. Lewis, Bogle, Thompson. Now finding underneath here to Alsner. Alsner kicking it back on. That one got tipped. Jason Lewis down in the corner here to the right side. That one's going to be stolen away by Shanks. And they're coming up ahead here with about a minute to go. Once Scott comes across the timeline, it's 10-8. Lady Blue Comets trail over to the right side. That is Wrench. Wrench driving down in the corner, finds Hilton. Hilton back to Wrench. They work it over to the right. Back to the middle here, finds Scott. Top of the key. Thought about that three, but Alston right there. Now Scott drives in the baseline, kicks it out here to Shanks. Underneath to Scott. Scott triple team. Still working her way in the lane. Puts up a bucket in. Cannot get it to go. Get it off her back, ref. Tater Thompson come out of there with the rebound. Pushing the action. Thompson dropping it off there to Angleton. Angleton's going to get called for a walk before she can get rid of it. Nice job, Lady Blue Comets, trying to push the action up the floor, but we turn it over here. Ooh, I think it's that first one. I think. All right, so it is Carl Junction basketball, and they'll have it up here to Shanks. Shanks send it down here in the corner to number 5, Wrench. Wrench trying to drive the baseline, kicking it back out. Hilton for 3 here on the right wing. That is off the mark. And get up. Come on, ref. Is that not over the back? I mean, what constitutes an over the back penalty here? You got to be somebody over the back there. That shot was missed. Lady Blue Comets have it after it goes out of bounds as Thompson and Angleton check back out for Babcock. And Rollins with 17.4 to go. Checking into the ball game, number 24, Chappell. We'll check in.
Number 15, Corey Babcock, and 32, Molly.
So 17.4. Lady Blue Comets have the basketball. A chance to take the lead here with a 3. As they're 0 for 1 at that 3-point line here in this first quarter. They're playing a really nice game here against a good Carl Junction team here. 8 seconds to go, all the way back across, and there's a steal on the long pass there by Wrench. Wrench gets it up ahead. Hilton. He's going to get the bucket and fouled by Bogle. That's not a very advisable. I know that is definitely not what Coach Fox wanted to have happen right there. That should have been a Lady Blue Comet tie the ball game, run the clock out. That is definitely not what Lady Blue Comets and Coach Fox wanted to see right there. Hilton tries to complete the 3-point play and does. And that's a big swing right there Zilton gets her first points. 2 seconds to go. And 13.8 at the half-court line. Bogle for three. How about that? Shayla Bogle for three at the buzzer. And that'll help put a little momentum swing into the Lady Blue Comets. It's a 13-11 trailing for the Lady Blue Comets. So we'll be back for the second quarter in 1 minute. Lady Blue Comets trail at 13-11 in Pittsburgh, Z95.3. Alrighty, we're back here for the second quarter. Lady Blue Comets have the basketball at a half-court three by Shayla Bogle at the end of the quarter to make it a 13-11 ball game. They'll get it down here to Tia. Tia kick it back out to Bogle, top of the key. Now to Babcock. Babcock at the free throw line, kicking it over to Moreau. Moreau trying to drive the baseline. She loses a handle on it, and it's picked up there by number 12. That is Winder. Winder gets it up ahead now. Stokes falling into play. Now she'll kick it back out. Scott driving the lane. Driving it back off to Stokes here to the right side. That goes off of the leg of number 14, Hughes. Fight for the basketball coming out of the way. Scott can't get it. She gets on rebound and puts it right back up. And we got Shayla Bogle. We're going to get a timeout here. Looks like Shayla took a shot to the nose, right across the bridge of the nose there. So we got to get Shayla out of there because that's painful right there. Woo! So here comes Taylor Thompson coming into the game, injury timeout, and see if Shayla's okay.
Taylor Thompson.
They're banging it in there a little bit. I mean, I know they're letting them play, but you can't call fouls on the Lady Blue Comets. You gotta protect some of those players in there, Rip. And Coach Fox is giving them the business right now, so he should too. And Coach protecting his team, just make sure Shayla's gonna be all right. And so, as you can hear, Coach over there, he's not too happy about that. All right, so here we go. Up to 4 minute gone, 15-11. Lady Blue Comets trail by 4, and they have the basketball. Babcock over here to the right side to Molly Rollins. Rollins trying to drive down his side. Now pulls it back out, finds Babcock on the right wing, all the way back across. Jacket running the baseline, takes it up strong, can't get it to go. Stokes with the rebound, and she'll drop it off here to Scott. Scott pushes it up across the timeline now over to the left side. To Stokes. Stokes pulls it back out here to give her some room here in the corner. Now back out on top, finding Wrench down in the corner. And they'll get to Shanks on the left side, or the right side. Back out here to Scott to Shanks. Now they try to throw it there to Scott, can't get it, but a nice save there by Stokes. It was definitely headed out of bounds. There's another walk right in front of the ref, no call. Down in the corner there is Carl Junction keeping hold of it here is Wrench. Now they'll get it underneath there, and there's a nice little pass. They get it under Hughes, and Hughes will get the bucket.
14, Taylor Hughes.
And back on the floor, the Lady Blue Comets now trailing by 6 with 6 minutes to play here. Babcock over to the right side, looking for the first bucket here in the second quarter as Rollins. And Coach Fox is going to call a timeout. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. He's not real happy with things are going here from the guys in the stripes. I can understand that. All right, we'll take a 30-second break. We'll be right back, Z95.3. Just a 30. Alrighty, we are back here, ready after the timeout. Coach just want to collect his team and get them right. And Shayla says she's okay. Hopefully, we'll get her back in here in just a bit. But all right, so Lady Blue Comet basketball after the timeout, 17-11. Let's see if we can get a good play here. Babcock bouncing out over to Jacket over to the left side. Jacket all the way back across to the right. Morrow back out on top here. Babcock driving down in the lane. Finds Jacket to the left. Rachel back to Morrow here to the right side. Morrow trying to drive along the baseline. Kicking it back out here to Thompson. Thompson, Babcock in the lane. Babcock up there. Nice job. The floater by KB. 4 points for Corey Babcock. That makes it 17-13. 5.5 to go. Pushing up the floor here is Wrench over to the right side for Lady Bulldogs. Kicking it down into Shanks down in the corner. Now they get it back over here to Scott to the left. Scott driving down the lane. Trying to drop it underneath there to Shanks. Kicking it back out. Scott jumper outside the free throw line. Gets it to go. She's got 10 points on the ball game. Making it 19-13, 5 minutes to go. Here's Babcock back across the timeline. Here's Bogle ready to check back into the ball game. That's her toughness. The Lady Blue Comet point guard ready to come back in the game. Babcock with a nice move over to the left. Kicking it out here. Jacket. Nice defense there by Lady Bulldogs. Almost another steal, and Babcock comes out of there with him. We're going to get a foul. That is going to be number 11. That's Shanks. That's her second. Here comes Bogle into the game. Winder will come into the ball game now for the Lady Bulldogs. And nice job there by Thompson. In the game as Lady Blue Comets have it. 5:50 to go. Bogle, Morrow. Now Bogle back over to Jacket, left side. Thought about the three there. And Jacket. Now Taylor Thompson is going to come in. Brittany Angleton is going to check into the game. Sorry, here comes Rachel Jacket out. And that's going to be a turnover by Lady Blue Comets. As we're going to get a walkie call by Rachel Jacket. So it's 19-13, 4:35 to go here in the first half. Lady Blue Comets trail by 6. Send it over to the right side. That is Winder in the middle for working against Molly Rollins. Now they get into Scott. Scott kicking it back out here to Wrench. Wrench underneath. That's going to be kicked there by Babcock, and Babcock knocks it out of bounds. Blue Comets going to stay on the defensive side here, as Wrench will be ready to bring it in for Lady Bulldogs. They'll get it into Scott here in the corner on the left side, stepping down inside, trying to, nice job, Bogle knocking it away, or Babcock knocking it away, out of bounds. Stays with Carl Junction. So Wrench once again ready to bring it in with 4:21 to go here in the half. They'll get it in here to Winder. Winder at the free throw line, dropping it off now to Hughes. Winder over to the right side, back out to Scott. And now Winder lining out for three. In and out on that one. Alshner knocking it away. Ball's bouncing around, ends up in a long rebound. Comes out to Hughes, and they'll set it up again. Well, Carl Junction. Here's another three, and this one by Wrench at the front of the rim. No good. And another rebound. This one there by Shanks. And there's a three that is missed by Scott. And Lady Blue Comets trying to fight for the basketball. Going to be a jump ball. Morrow on it, and it's going to stay with Carl Junction. So all the breaks right now going to Carl Junction. Lady Blue Comets hanging over, just under 4 minutes to go, only down by 6. And playing a lot of defense here in the last couple minutes, last minute or so. And now we'll sit it back here off the clock time, but a lot of it underneath here. Underneath the Scott. Scott working her way in, and she's going to be fouled and shoot two. And she'll shoot, and she'll get the three-point play. And that's going to be on Tia Alshner. Shayla Bogle going to pick up her second. So at the line is Scott for a three-point opportunity now. And she's pretty good at the line here so far. So this one is off the back of the iron. Alshner skying for the rebound. That is her first of the night. So here come the Lady Blue Comets. Now down by 8, 21-13. Send it over now to Angleton over to the left side. Back to the right here now to Rollins. Rollins trying to drive along the baseline. Puts up the short jumper. Side of the iron will not get it to go. Trying to track down the rebound. Can't get it. Our Lady Blue Comets pushing it up here is Winder. And Winder is going to get a timeout by Carl Junction here. 30-second timeout. 3:27 to play in the half. 21-13. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Z95-3. All right, we're back here after the timeout. 3:27 to go here in the first half, and the Lady Blue Comets not having the best quarter here. Need to get a couple buckets, but the trail it right now, 21-13, and they're on the defensive side of it here. Carl Junction with the basketball, and they'll drop it out here to Hilton, who checks into the game. Hilton back over to the right side to Shanks. Shanks down in the corner. Here's a wrench for three. That's out the mark, out of bounds. Should be Lady Blue Comet basketball. And it is, and the Blue Comets need a bucket here. They're 1 for 2 at that three-point line, and that was a buzzer beater there at the end of the first quarter for Shayla Bogle, and haven't been able to get off too many of those threes here tonight. Bogle bounce pass over now to Angleton as Brittany sends it back over to Monroe here to the right side, back to Bogle, top of the key. She gets the double team, back to Monroe. Rollins trying to go around the defense, gets Bogle open here, now here to the right side. Bounce pass underneath here, Shonifer working against Scott. Shonifer trying to get her own rebound, and it's going to be a jump ball, possession arrow, Lady Blue Comets.
On the hill ball,
Michaela.
to Chanute.
Going to stay Lady Blue Comet basketball here as Rachel Jacket checks into the ball game for Brittany Angleton. And here's Bogle ready to bring it in now for Lady Blue Comets. Get it in the corner now to Jacket. Jacket over to the left side, brings it back out, finds Bogle. Bogle looking to set it up, driving down in the middle of the lane. Inside the free throw line, Shayla Bogle with the floater. She's got 5 points. 2:30 to play here in the first half. Lady Blue Comets can get a stop here. Oh, nice try there by Rachel, being aggressive on the defense. Knocks down Hilton, and it's a foul. Rachel Jacket picking up her second. That's only the third team foul. Here's J.C. Lewis will check into the ball game now. And she's going to come in for Rachel after picking up a quick foul. Rachel just getting into the game and just getting into the rhythm there and has to come out with another foul. Coach trying to save her for the second half here. And here comes Carl Junction. There will be Wrench as Babcock gets ready to check into the ball game. And they're trying to take some time off the clock here as Lady Blue Comets sticking with that man-to-man defense. They've done a great job, and they've learned that they've collapsed in the inside there a few times. As that one gets under Scott. Scott off the glass, and she had to bounce around and they get it to her. Here come Lady Blue Comets, 2 minutes to go, trading by 8. Kick it to Molly Rollins here in the corner on the right side. Rollins working against Wrench, trying to drive the baseline, kicking it back out. Lewis, that one got partially blocked. And Scott gets the rebound. I think somebody got a hand on that shot. So up the floor now comes Scott. She'll bring it over here to the left side, find Wrench. Wrench will try it in the corner for a three, and it's good. That is her first three of the night. Then after wide open, you got to get her. You got to cover her up. Now they are up by 11. Their largest lead is now double digits. 1:35 to go here into this first half for the Lady Blue Comets. There's a rebound by Angleton, and there's a Shonifer trying to take up the shot. And still ball on the floor. They finally get a jump ball, possession arrow called on the jump ball.
Number 15.
I just kind of curious
Number 42.
what kind of action we have to have underneath the goal to get a foul. I'm just curious. We haven't had a foul called on us all night underneath the goal under there. I don't know what we got to do.
Courtney Merton.
So we'll see what else we got to do. Maybe in the second half something will happen here, but definitely not good underneath there for Lady Blue Comets. All right, so push it up the floor here. Now it is Carl Junction all the way back across. They'll get it out here to number 22 is in the ballgame first time, Mertens. That's out of bounds to the Lady Blue Comets there. Nice job. Looked like Tater Thompson got a hand on it, but made a win off a wrench. But we get a shot here to get it closer here with 1:05 now. As Bogle brings it across the timeline, finds Lewis over to the left side. Back out here now to Bogle. Bogle bounce pass over to Babcock. Babcock right side now to Thompson. Thompson, Lewis, 3 ball on the way. Side of the iron will not get it to go. That looks like an over the back there, and that's out of bounds. And no coach is going to call a timeout before they can get it back in. That's going to be a Carl Junction timeout. 1 minute timeout. 50.9 to go in the half. 26-15. Lady Blue Comets trail. On Z95.3. We'll be back in 1 minute. Right, I know, me too. All right, we're back here for the final 50.9, and it is Carl Junction basketball here to start to finish off the rest of this half. They get it up to Scott. Scott in the middle of the floor, leading with Cummins. Trying to play some tight defense here, get a stop. Scott trying to drive the lane, kicking it out here. And finds Shanks. Shanks swings it back over to a Wrench. Now down to Stokes. Stokes working now under Scott. Scott kicking it back out. Here's a shot by Mentors. It's a three. Side of the iron will not go. Rebound by Hilton. She puts right back in and scores. Nice job pushing Babcock out of the way there. And here's Taylor Thompson in the lane off the back of the iron. Can't get it to go. Alster. Finally a foul underneath for the Lady Blue Comets there. So that's rare, but we'll take it. As Tia Alster going to get a foul there as Wrench gives them a foul there. Checking into the ball game will be Storm. And number 2, that is Lee coming into the ball game.
Hannah Lee. And number 42, Taylor Storm.
So Lady Blue Comet basketball is they now traded by 13, 28-15 with 14.5 to go here in this first half. Babcock on the inbound finds Alster. Alster misses underneath, tries to get her own rebound. Triple team down there, kicks it back out there to Thompson. And Taylor Thompson gets the bucket on the assist from Tia Alster. She was triple teamed under there and just getting pounded, and I just can't believe there was no call at all underneath there for Tia, but that's kind of the way we've seen it go here for the Lady Blue Comets in this first half. It will be a 28-17 lead here at the end of the first half for Carl Junction. So let's see if the Lady Blue Comets can make a few adjustments here, come back and get into this and have a good third quarter. I think they can definitely do that and maybe get a little bit to where, you know, get a little help underneath there with some of the things and the body banging going on. And get a few of those calls to go the Lady Blue Comets way. Maybe it'll help them out here a little bit in the second half. All right, we're going to take a 3-minute break. It is your Community National Bank halftime report. We will be right back in 3 minutes on Z95.3. All right, we are back here at halftime, and it is your Community National Bank. Yeah. Community National Bank halftime report. It is 28-17. Lady Blue trailing here at halftime to Carl Junction and the Lady Bulldogs. And just wasn't a very good second half there for Lady Blue Comets. They gave up 15 while only scoring 6 themselves. And tell you what, they just didn't get any help from underneath under there. But a lot of body banging going on. Of course, they're not calling a whole lot on both sides there. Both teams only had 4 fouls each. And still, you got body banging going on in there. Coach, a little upset about how his players are being banged around in there, getting no calls. So see, maybe that'll change here in the next in the second half. The Lady Blue Comets definitely got to be better than 6 points in that corner. You can't be afraid to take some shots either. It looked like they might have been hesitant on a few shots. I know from the outside, Coach, I think this is the first time, and maybe very seldom, will I see the Lady Blue Comets with less than 5, at least attempted 3-point shots into the first half of a basketball game, or any half of a basketball game, for a matter of fact. But I think Coach wants them to take those shots that they're out there. Take that shot. But the Lady Blue Comets didn't have the greatest second quarter, so let's see if they can come out and have a good third quarter, get right back into this one. It's only trailing now by 11, 28-17. As it was a 13-11 at the end of the first quarter. And the Lady Blue Comets, like I said, they didn't really have a bad quarter defensively. They allowed the 15 points. That's about normal, 10 to 15 points. But, hey, you got to score on the other end too. But it looks like the Lady Blue Comets are going to be making some adjustments here and see if they can come out and maybe start to hit some of those outside shots. Didn't try to take too many of those in there. Maybe try to get into Tia a little bit more. Let her take it up against Scott. Maybe get a few fouls on her and get herself to the line. Maybe that's what we need to do on the strategy coming up. We'll see what Coach Fox has in mind for the second half. All right, for the Lady Blue Comets, they are 1 of 2 at the three-point line, 4 for 4 at the charity stripe tonight. And it was Taylor Thompson with 2. Corey Babcock's got 4. Shayla Bogle with 5. Molly Rollins with 4. And 2 for Tia Ausner on the evening. Lady Blue Comets are now being out-rebounded 11-7. They do have 3 assists. Lady Blue Comets have 2. Both teams with 3 steals apiece so far on the evening. And I've got the Lady Blue Comets with 9 turnovers. And I've got the Lady Bulldogs with 7 turnovers on the night so far. That's my count, totally unofficial right there. The Lady Blue Comets definitely need to do a good job here from the arc, see if they can get a few of those shots to fall, maybe even take a few of them. And just like they were pretty hesitant on trying to take some of those shots from outside in that first half. And I think Coach Fox was trying to tell some of the girls whenever he brought them back in, take that shot, take that shot. Don't be scared to take that shot. That's kind of, I wouldn't say our bread and butter, but that outside shot is something that we can really make. And take that shot. He wants them to take that shot. They'll fall. So keep working on that outside shot, and we'll see what Coach Fox has to do for the second half as we get ready for it. Tomorrow, we got a couple games for you here on Z95.3. Tomorrow we will start off here against Kickapoo. That will be at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. We will have that on the live stream at KINZ.biz. That's KINZ.biz. It'll be on our live stream because the live stream of the Ralph Miller will be going with the Blue Comet class. Then after we get done here, we will break it all down and head back to Chanute and bring you the Blue Comets against Emporia here on Z95.3 at about 8 o'clock tomorrow night. And then it just kind of depends on how things go. We'll let you know about Friday and Saturday coming up after these games over the next couple of days. That's kind of what we're looking at here for Blue Comet basketball here on Z95.3. We're going to take a 3-minute break, come back and bring you to the second half. That's your Community National Bank halftime report on Z95.3. 3 minutes. I'll go.
Drive through, call, or
All right, Become fans, we're back here ready to go for the second half. Lady Becomes have the basketball. Jacket, Bogle, Moreau, Auster. And let's see who else we got on the floor out there. Here's a three from Babcock. It's on the way, and it's off the mark. Can't get it to go. Auster with a nice rebound, though, for Lady Becomes. And Becomes to try to set it back up here. As Rollins tries to get it up ahead and knocked out there by the Lady Bulldogs. As Moreau ready to bring it in here. And she'll get it into Bogle. So Lady Becomes basketball looking to find a shot here to start off second half. Over to Jacket, over to the right side. Lady Becomes go right to left on your radio dial. Bogle. Now Babcock. Bogle over on the top. Now trying to get it underneath there. And that ball is bouncing around. They try to get it to Rollins, and it's taken away. And a wrench gives it up here to Scott. Scott trying to drive the lane. She'll take it all the way down, and she can't get it to go. That's a charge. As Bogle, the shortest young lady on the floor, takes the punishment from the tallest young lady on the floor. And it is a foul there against Scott. So Lady Comets pick up that one. And it is Bogle taking the charge there. So Lady Comets bring it back up the floor. Babcock over to the right side, all the way back over here to the left to Jacket. Sends it back to Rollins. Those cross-court passes have been stolen a few times here tonight. Got to watch those cross-court passes. Those are hard when you got a taller team out there. And they're anticipating those passes.
Number 11.
So Shanks picks up her second foul. Second team foul on Carl Junction to start the second half here as Bogle now to Rollins. Rollins over to the right side, back to Bogle. Bogle. Bounce pass in, now finds Babcock here on the left wing. Back out to Bogle. And they're playing a little 2-3 zone here are the Lady Bulldogs. Keeping the Lady Bulldogs on that's beyond the arc here. Now finds Moreau here to the left, back to Bogle. Lady Becomes take time. Take 2 or 3 minutes off of there and pass the ball around. And they get a bucket. Bogle down in the lane finds Auster with a beautiful little pass underneath. Nice job, Tia Auster. Dropping the dime. Shayla Bogle, her third. So 28-19. You got to take your time. Got to be very patient. Got to find our way inside. And you can hear Coach Fox. He's right here beside us. And telling the squad here on the bench what they're needing to do. So it is Bulldog basketball. They got Winder. Winder trying to drive around, bounce pass down in the corner. Kicking it back out here to Wrench. Wrench on the right wing. Down in the corner once again here to Shanks. Shanks to Wrench as they work along the right side. Once again, Shanks. Shanks trying to get it underneath there to Scott. Scott can't get it to go. Ball's loose and trying to find it, but it is a rebound there by Hughes. And we're going to get a foul on the baseline. That looks like it's going to go to Lady Becomes. Maybe Babcock. And it is Corey. Her first. Trying to fight for the basketball right there. So we'll be Wrench on the inbound. Gets it in there in the corner. Now dropping off in the paint here to Scott. Scott trying to walk her way through the lane. So Scott makes it 30-19. Back to an 11-point ball game. Here come the Lady Blue Comets. Bogle. Back out to Babcock over to the right. Back to Bogle here on top. Bogle bounce pass here now to Jacket. Jackets underneath there inside the free throw lane to Corey Babcock. And Babcock got 6 points and a nice dime there by Bogle. And now back up the floor. comes the Lady Bulldogs. They'll get it to Wrench over to the left as they go left to right. Back over here to the right side to number 12. That's Winder. Good job by Alster, keeping her from going down inside as they work here to the right. Back to Wrench. Wrench will step inside. She'll launch the three. Cannot get it to go. Rebound over the back there, but no call. And there's finally Alster going to come down with the rebound. She's finally going to get the foul called. And that is going to be on number 11, Shanks. That'll be her third as she got that first rebound. Trying to go back up with it. Here comes Hilton into the ball game. And Hughes will check out with 4:51 left to go. And also checking in the game is going to be Storm. Yeah, I thought Coach Shorter was going to bring in a replacement here for number 11, Shanks, who just committed her third. So she goes out. And Blue Comet basketball now, trailing by 9, 4:45 to play in the third quarter. Morrow over to the right side. Blue Comet's right to left. Morrow now to Bogle. Bogle trying to draw him inside that 2-3 defense. Zone defense here by the Lady Bulldogs. And now send it back across over to the right side. And we're going to get a... I didn't see the foul call there. Something against the Lady Blue Comets. Had some folks in the way there, so I didn't see it. But I do know that it's a turnover. Lady Blue Comets give it right back to them with 4.5 to go. Here, end of the third, and you can't do that. So, Lady Blue Comets now back on defense as Wrench pushes it up the floor, sends it back over to the left side, finds Winder. Winder down in the corner. Back to Storm. Storm and Winder work along the left side in the corner there from the wing to the corner. Winder, Storm. Storm underneath there. They try to get it to Scott. Scott is blocked, but she's going to catch a piece of the arm as well and send her to the line. That may be on Tia.
The foul is called on number 24. Shayla Bogle, that will be her third personal foul.
Shayla Bogle underneath there. That's her third with 4:14 to go. So Shayla's going to have to come out for Tater Thompson. At the line is Scott, and she missed the last time she was up there.
At the line, number 33.
She gets that one to go.
Scott. In the game for Chanute, number 1. Now, Tater Thompson.
10-point ball game now. I didn't know how that was on Shayla Bogle, but it was. As Tia Alster comes down there with the rebound. And she'll send it back up the floor here on the miss by Scott. Kicking it back around here as Babcock sends it back over to the left side. Here's a three ball by Jacket off the glass. Rachel Jacket calling the glass. The banks are open. And there's a three that we need. Coach told her to shoot. There you go. 31-24. And back up the floor now come the Lady Bulldogs as it is Wrench and Storm in the corner. Storm, nobody on her. She'll launch the three. Nobody there. She'll hit the three. That's her first bucket of the game. They left her wide open in the corner. And there's Morrow in the corner here on the left side. Morrow trying to drive her way through. Finds Babcock. They'll swing it back over to Jacket to the right. Jacket gets double teamed. Now pulls up her dribble, looking for some help. And we're going to get a timeout. Coach Fox is going to take a 1-minute timeout. So it's a 10-point ball game, 34-24. 3:28 to go. We'll be back in 1 minute. Z95.3. Alrighty, we're back here with 3:28 to go here in the third. It's a 10-point ball game, but the Lady Blue Comets will be having the basketball here as they go right to left on the radio now. And we got our live stream rocking and rolling here with the TV3 CHS Blue Comet broadcasting class. All right, Blue Comets have it. Tater Thompson in the ball game. Morrow with the basketball here to the middle of the floor. Bounce pass over down to Babcock. Babcock, Thompson. Thompson finding Jacket here to the left. Jacket all the way back across. Long pass there to Morrow. Out on top here, Thompson. Thompson, Jacket once again launching the three. That one got partially blocked, but Alster just happened to get a piece on it as she was trying to get the rebound. Wasn't expecting that one. And it goes out of bounds. Lady Blue Comets turn it over. 3:08 to go. Need a defensive stop right here. Blue Comets have played a really good third quarter here. Just Need to get a defensive stop, see if we get a couple buckets our way, tighten up this score here before we get to the fourth. All right, back across here now to Wrench as they work it from the right side. Back to the left and now finds Scott. Scott, good job, Jacket on the defense. Scott kicking it back out here. Wrench launching for three off the iron. It will not go. But that's going to be a foul there on Alsner. And that is the miss on the three. But that's going to put Wrench at the line for the first time tonight. And Wrench's got 5 points in the ball game. Her first time to the line here tonight. First one on the way is off the mark. So getting ready to check in is going to be Brittany Angleton for Lady Blue Comets. As second one on the way here comes up, and she missed the first. The second one goes down. Her first points of the second half. Here comes Angleton for Tia Alsner. Tia, 4 points in the ball game, 4 rebounds and an assist for Tia so far in this one. And third one on the way is up and good. So she gets 2 of 3 to make it a 12-point ball game. That's her largest lead. Here's Thompson in the lane. Nice job. Taylor bringing it up the field. Back out to Babcock. Cannot get it to go. Rolls off the rim. And a rebound there to Angleton.
Possession 2, Carl Junction.
Jump ball. And Carl Junction gets it on the possession arrow. So Lady Blue Comets back on defense. 2.5 to go here in this third. And every time Lady Blue Comets try to get a little bit tighter, and the Carl Junction comes right back and gets a bucket of their own. So sending it out here to Hilton. Over to Winder, to the left side, Winder. Hilton out on top. Here comes Alsner getting ready to check back into the ball game. Always kicking it down to Wrench. Wrench kicking it back out. Winder in the corner, dropping off underneath there. That is blocked by Corey Babcock and taken away by Rachel Jacket. Up ahead come the Lady Blue Comets. Babcock over to the middle of the floor in the lane. Kicking it back out. Morrow for 3. Get in there, will not go. Rebound comes out by Winder. And the Lady Blue Comets back on defense. Winder pushes up the floor along the right side. Double team there. And Winder trying to get rid of it and finally does. And finally going to end up a timeout. Is going to be called there by Coach Shorter because of the defense by the Lady Blue Comets. So 1:52 to go here in the third. 36-24. We'll take a 30-second break. Z95.3. Already, the Comets have 7 and given up 8 here in this quarter. So we need to get a good defensive stop here for this final 150. See if we can get it a little bit closer. Now trailing by 12. Get it underneath here to Scott. Scott underneath. Can't get it to go. Ball bounces around. Lady Blue Comets can't come up with it. And Brittany Engel or Taylor Thompson hit the floor hard. Angleton comes out with the rebound. And here come the Lady Blue Comets. Push out the floor. Angleton or Thompson. Thompson driving across. Oh, and there's Hilton. Just happened to step right in front of that pass. It makes the steal. Can't get the shot. And then Thompson's going to commit the foul on the other end. That's a little touchy right there. I don't know about that one. Oh, that was a close one right there. Taylor Thompson commits her first. That is the 4th team foul by the Lady Blue Comets. So 1.5 to go here. And that puts Hilton at the line. They're going to say she was shooting. So she's 1 for 1 at the line so far tonight, and that's off the mark.
In the game for Chanute, number 24.
Here comes Shayna Bogle back into the ball game here as she'll check in for Babcock. And Bogle with her 3 fouls as KB's had a good game. She's got 6 points. And second one on the way here from Hilton. She missed the first. She's 1 for 2 at the line tonight. And that one's off the mark as well. As Bogle just in the game tracks down the rebound. Here come the Lady Blue Comets looking to get a bucket here with 1:25 to go in the third. And it'll go over to the right side to Angleton. Back to Bogle here out on top. Bogle. Morrow. Left side. Back to Bogle. They'll swing it back around. Facing that zone defense still from the Lady Bulldogs. They've been playing in pretty much this whole quarter. There's Angleton off the side of the rim. Can't get it to go out of bounds. Blue Comets. As Brittany launches the long-range 3. Can't get it to go off the side of the rim. And nice rebound by Coach Fox right there. But, can't let him play. All right, Angleton, long inbound. Long throw to Morrow over to the far side of Morrow. Is going to be fouled there by Hilton trying to go around. So Hilton commits her first. That is only the 4th team foul on the Lady Bulldogs. So Morrow ready to bring it in here, finds Bogle in the backcourt. Bogle over to the right side, Morrow. Down in the corner, back to Shayla. Bogle down underneath here, finds Thompson. Thompson kicking it back out here, Morrow. Oh, man, that was almost a good chance for a three there. They clear it out and drop it off here to Thompson. Thompson back out Bogle. Bogle trying to drive her away, and she's going to get called for the walk, and it's a turnover by Lady Blue Comets with 44.4 to go. And that's a good offensive set, and that's a turnover. Oh, the Lady Blue Comets need to get the bucket there. They can't have those turnovers. All right, so it is back to Wrench. She'll bring it across the timeline here for the Bulldogs to get over to Winder. Winder down in the corner to Hughes. I'm sorry, number 24, that is Chappell. Now send it back over here to Wrench. Wrench down in the corner. Finds Hilton. Hilton and Wrench here to the right side. Bouncing down inside there, trying to find Scott. Now they find it into Scott. Scott, she's going to be fouled by Alsner from behind, and she can't get the shot to go, but she'll send her to the line. And that's Tia's second. And with 23.5 to go, here comes Scott to the line as Babcock will get ready to check in. And Scott so far is 3 for 5 at the line tonight, so we see if we can get her to miss a couple of them right here. Lady Blue Comets have a chance to cut into this lead. She knocks down that first one.
Number 33, Katie Scott.
So into the ball game now, KB 3 for Morrow. Wrench coming over to talk to Coach. And she's going to stay in the game there for Lady Bulldogs. So second one on the way to try to give them the 14-point lead. This would be their biggest so far. Scott gets it to go home. Held her to 5 points here in this third quarter. But Lady Blue Comets need a bucket here. Send it over to Babcock to the right side. Back out on top to Bogle. Bogle trying to work her way in. Finds the Bogle. Babcock. Babcock in the lane. Back out here. Thompson. Angleton. Now back over to Thompson. Over to the far side. Bogle. 6 seconds to go. Angleton. Babcock. Launches. Can't get the foul call. And that is not even going to be a shot at all. I can't believe there was no call of that at all. Come on, ref. You were sitting there watching it. No call at all. Okay. That's the way the third quarter is going to end. It's going to be a 38-24 ball game at the end of 3. We'll be back in 1 minute. Z95.3. All righty, we're back here for the fourth quarter. Lady Blue Comets down by 14. They'll have the basketball to start here in the fourth. It'll be Bogle, Babcock, Morrow, Alsner, and Jacket on the floor here to start for Lady Blue Comets. They go right to left on your radio dial. All the way back across here, Babcock trying to get a screen out here, trying to open up that three ball, and it's another long pass across the court. There to Bogle. Bogle. Here to Babcock. They're trying to find that open range there, and it's a good job here by the Bulldogs getting in front of the Lady Blue Comets on the defensive side of it. And not allowing that shot as Lady Blue Comets are trying to pick a screen out here and get some a little bit of room so they can launch one of those long-range threes. But Bulldogs doing a good job on that defense. Here's Bogle trying to get it in. And finally do now get it to Babcock here in the corner on the left side. Babcock trying to take it across, trying to go underneath there, and then it's stolen away by Scott. They try to get it to Alsner, stolen right away. Back again by Babcock. Babcock goes in. She's going to be fouled. That'll be number 4 on Shanks. And KB will go to the line for Lady Blue Comets.
The personal foul is called on number 11, KZ Shanks.
That's number 4 on Shanks right there. So Lady Blue Comets now at the line, as that is the 15th foul on the Lady Bulldogs. As Babcock up and good. KB at the line. 7 points for Corey so far here tonight. Second one on the way. Front of the iron, no good. Rebound by Scott. And she'll push up the floor here over to the right side. bounce pass down into Shanks. Shanks to Hilton. Hilton and Shanks working along the right side here, down in the corner. Back and forth. They can afford to take a little time off here. They get a 13-point lead, and Coach Shorter just telling them, pass the ball around. Let's find an open shot underneath here, and let's take as much time off the clock as we can. Hilton. There's a nice job. Morrow got a hand on it. Goes into Rachel Jackett's hands. She gets it up ahead here to Rollins. Rollins center rack. And Morrow started it off. And the Lady Blue Comets get the bucket there. Nice job there by Rollins and Jackett. 38-27. Here's Winder trying to get it up ahead. And that's a long-range pass off the side of the iron, out of bounds. And it's a turnover to Lady Blue Comets as Storm and Wrench check in for Shanks. Let's see who else went out there, but Lady Blue Comets have the basketball. Now trailing it by 38-27, 6:40 to play in the ball game. Rollins send it back out here. Bogle finding Jackett here to the left side. Jackett back across Babcock. Babcock launching the three. Side of the iron, no good. Rebound comes out, and it is a Storm who gets a long rebound. And back on the floor now coming to Lady Blue Comets on defense, trailing by 11. 6:20 to play in the ball game. Down to Storm. There's a steal by Rachel Jackett. Jackett going to come up the floor now with her second steal. Come over here in the corner. It's going to be fouled from behind by Wrench. That'll be Wrench's second foul, the sixth team foul on Carl Junction. So it's an out-of-bounds play here for Lady Blue Comets. I don't think that Carl Junction thought the Lady Blue Comets was going to play them the way they are here tonight, as they're awful winded right now. And Lady Blue Comets are working this score here with this final 6 minutes to go. Bogle in the lane at the free throw line, puts up the shot off the glass. Shayla Bogle with a beautiful shot off the glass. And she's got 7 points in the ball game, and it's now 6 minutes to go, and the Lady Blue Comets trail by 9. 38-29, up ahead here to Scott. Scott's now up ahead there, and nice job. Back to Scott. Scott can't get the shot to go. Over the back, Scott puts up another shot, still can't get it to go. Ball is on the floor, wrapping it up. Possession arrow goes to
on the hill ball, possession to
Carl Junction there. Got to have those rebounds.
And a full time.
Got a timeout by Coach Shorter. That is called there by Carl Junction. So it is a 39-29 ball game. Lady Blue Comets trail. 5:49 to go. We'll be back in 1 minute. Z95.3. Already back here with 5:49 to play in this one. Lady Blue Comets trying to climb right back into this. They should see if they can get right back into this one here as they keep fighting. As they've held them scoreless here in the first couple minutes. Is on the inbound, an automatic three right off the bat. Can't get it to go, and it's a Wrench with the rebound. And it's stolen away there. Scott, I can't believe there's no, at least should have got some kind of a jump call, but no. She takes it and gives it away, and then here comes the bucket there as they get their first bucket here of the fourth quarter with 5.5 to go. Back to an 11-point ball game, 40-29. And boy, I tell you what, they've been so quick to call jump balls, and that one wasn't called. Don't know. Here's Jackett for three from the left wing. God! Rachel Jackett. Her second of the night. And that makes it an 8-point ball game as we get down to 5:10 to go. Lady Blue Comets tighten up the defense a little half court press. They try to get it across the line. Now to Wrench over to the left side. Wrench gets it down in the corner. Back out across here to Winder. Winder trying to drive in. Good job there by Bogle and Ausner to keep her from that. Now they'll work back over to Winder here to the right side. All the way back across is Storm, Wrench, and Storm now to the left. Underneath back out here, Winder once again gets that pass out there. And Winder will drop it back off to Storm. Down to 4:45 to go. Bounce pass to Scott. Scott Looking for the open man, and find Wrench. Will line out for three, and they'll knock it down. Now they went to defend Scott's, and they left Wrench wide open. Here's in the lane. Corey Babcock comes right down in the lane, and she scores. 43-34, back and forth here. Our Lady Blue Comets got to get a defensive stop here and get another bucket on the other end. Scott trying to drive down in, and she takes him down in the lane and scores right around the defense. Got to get in her way, at least try to take a charge there or something. As she gets down in the lane, there's Babcock now back out to Bogle. Bogle's down in the corner here. Jacket for three in the corner. Off the side of the iron, no good. Rebound there by Morrow. And the Lady Blue Comets send it back up here as Rollins trying to work from the right to left side. Here's Babcock for three. Side of the iron, no good. Alster trying to get that rebound. And it's going to be a foul on the Lady Bulldogs as Alster trying to get that rebound. That'd be number 5 for her.
The personal foul is called number 14.
And that is on Hughes, her first. 3:50 to go here in the ball game.
In the game for Chanute, number 1.
As Tia Alstner goes to the line. Shooting the 1-1 on the 7th foul. As Shanks comes back into the ball game there for Storm. And shooting the 1-1. Tia Alstner at the line. Back in the iron, no good. Rebound by Winder. And it's a 45-34 ball game. Lady Blue Comets putting on a little tight defense here. They get up ahead here, find Scott over to the right side. Scott's down in the corner looking for some help. As Alster right there on the defense, puts it on the floor. Now kicking it out here to Wrench. Wrench lining out for a three to that same spot. Can't get it to go. And it's saved and comes back in here to Chappell. She'll find Scott. That's a walk, but no call. Come on, ref, that's a walk. Come on now. Up underneath here, finding Winder. Blocked! Oh, come on, ref. No, that's all ball. What a block by Alstner. And they're going to call the foul. Come on, ref.
Alstner, that'll be her third personal foul. Be 16.
That looked like it was all ball to me.
At the line, number 12, Charlotte Winder.
So Winder steps to the line for the first time here tonight and trying to increase this lead with 3:19 to go as Lady Blue Comets have given this Lady Bulldog team from Carl Junction all they've wanted here tonight as the first one is missed from Winder. And she'll go on the second one here. She missed the first. She's 0 for 1 at the line here. See if this one is good. It is. So Winder gets her first points of the ball game at the line. Back to a 12-point ball game. Lady Blue Comets get up ahead here to Jacket. Jacket into Alster. Alster in the line, kicking it back out. Finds Jacket over to the right side. Jacket underneath there, and now finds Thompson at the free throw line. Puts that shot up. Will not go. Long rebound comes out to Shanks. Pushes up along the right side. Finds Hughes following the play, and that's going to be a foul. Probably on Jackets or maybe Babcock. That's on Babcock 15, her second. Came down and hit it right on the hand. With 3 minutes to go, that's a 17 foul. That'll make it a 1-1 at the line now for number 14, Hughes. First one is up and good.
Number 14, Taylor Hughes. Into the game for Chanute, number 24, Shayla Bogle.
Bogle in the ball game. We got a 1-minute timeout by Carl Junction. We'll be right back in 1 minute. Z95.3. All right, we're back here to the timeout. At the line is Hughes for the first time tonight, and the first one on the way on the front half of the 1-1, no good. And a rebound by Carl Junction. They can't get back out. It looked like it was used of that rebound. I'll get it underneath. Come on, that's a charge. And Scott gets that one. Rachel Jacket taking the charge right there. And 47-34, Lady Blue Comets get it back with 2:50 to go. We're going to need a flurry here. Some defense. And get a couple good shots going on here for the end of this one. As Bogle over there, and there's a steal, and knocked away there by Hughes, and is picked up there by Babcock. So it'll be Lady Blue Comet basketball on the inbound as Bogle brings it over to the right side. Bogle, bounce pass back to Babcock at the free throw line. Bounce pass, shot it, and good. Nice job, the assist by Shayna Bogle. And KB3 with the bucket for Lady Blue Comets. 47-36, ball's loose there, and there's Shayna Bogle picking up the loose ball. And it's still up ahead here. Rollins can't come out there with it. Ball still around there. Finally, Alster gets it up ahead here to Babcock. Babcock launches and it's good. That's a long-range two. Good job there by Lady Blue Comet defense. You got Alster with the steal. She gives it up to Babcock. And KB gets the bucket to make it 47-38. Shayna Bogle's going to pick up her fourth foul with 2:03 to go. And that's going to put Wrench at the line. She's 2 for 3 at the line so far tonight with 2:03 to play. So Lady Blue Comets have got it down in here. See if we can get her to miss here in the front half, and it's up and good. Back to a 10-point ball game. Outscored them 14-10 here in this first 6 minutes, and to see if we can Lady Blue Comets can keep that up here. There's a rebound by Babcock on the miss. Up ahead now finds Bogle in the lane. And that is just blocked and taken away by Scott with no foul there. Bogle trying to be on the defense. They try to throw it up ahead, and Scott too far. Out of bounds. Lady Blue Comets get it right back. 48-38, 10-point ball game. And it is Bogle. That's going to be a backcourt violation.
In the game for Chanute, number 1.
As Taylor Thompson comes into the ball game, as Lady Blue Comets get a backcourt violation, trying to get it across the timeline here. And they'll turn it over at the half-court line. 1:43 to go. Inbound, they'll get it up ahead here now to Wrench. Wrench, and over the head of Scott on the pass back into the ball game. Now comes Bogle.
In the game for Chanute, number 24.
Offense for defense for Coach Fox here with Shayla with 4 fouls. As Bogle will get the inbound. Coming across the timeline. Now dropping off to Babcock. Babcock back over here now to Bogle. Bogle in the lane. Trying to find Monroe. That's going to be a jump ball as just taken away. No reach-in call there, just a jump ball call. So here comes Taylor Thompson back into the ball game. Lady Blue Comets not able to capitalize there on that offensive set. Still trailed by 10. They get it in here to Scott. Scott. That's another charge there. She just bull rushed right over Tia Alster. And that's number 3 on her. So Bogle back into the ball game for Thompson here. 1:23 to go. Still trying to climb back in. Now down by 10. The Blue Comets have got it back to within 7 and 6 a couple of times, but then Bulldogs put it right back out. And there's a turnover by the Blue Comets. It's just one of those turnovers we cannot have. Give it back to Scott here. Scott trying to bring it across the timeline. And stumbles coming across the line. That was picked away there. Oh, how come we can't get that call over here, ref? Come on, that's going to be a reach in there by Babcock. That'll be number 3. And putting Scott at the line where she's 5 of 7 at the line tonight. Brittany Angleton comes into the ball game here. Still shooting 1 of 1 as Scott at the line and said she missed the last time there, so we can get that here and get this, keep it within 10 on a miss by Scott, and then we'll see where we can go with it from there. That's up and good. And she missed the first one, and let's see if we can get the second one to bounce out to get a rebound for Lady Blue Comets. Up and good. So back to a 12-point ball game as they put on some full court pressure here. Does Carl Junction, they get it in. Give it to Babcock. Babcock comes across the line here with a minute to go. We're going to get a 30-second timeout by Coach Fox with 1 minute left to play. 50-38, Lady Blue Comets trail. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Z95.3. Back here ready to go for the final minute of this one as the Lady Blue Comets traded by 12. But they do have the basketball and a chance to get into this lead here as they get into Alster. Alster back to Babcock, top of the key. 3-ball on the way from KB3, and it's gone. KB3 with a big fourth quarter here. Knocks that one down. And it's 50-41. Trying to steal the way there is Rollins. There's going to be, kind of looks like a walk. My goodness, that's going to be number 5 on Shayla Bogle. Bogle's going to have to check out of the ball game. And Santa Thompson will check in.
Number 1, Taylor Thompson. At the line, number 33, Katie Scott.
10 points in this quarter for KB3 here. As Scott at the line, she'll be shooting 2 this time. As the first one on the way is up and good. It's a good thing they got this girl on their team, otherwise they would be in trouble. She's a good basketball player, I give her that. But second one on the way is up and good there too. All right, so Lady Blue Comets now turn it over again. Give it right back to Scott. Scott standing in the lane, takes it up to in and rolls out. Can't get it to go. Rebound. That's going to be a block by Alster, but that's going to be a foul, and that'll put the wrench at the line as Lady Blue Comets going to drop this one here tonight. They'll be back here tomorrow to take on Kickapoo. That'll be at 4 o'clock, and we'll be on the live stream at kinz.biz for that one tomorrow.
At the line, number 5, Danny Wrench.
And they will have the live stream of the entire Ralph Miller Classic at our Blue Comet live stream there with the broadcasting class. Back of the iron, no good on that one. Another rebound here by Carl Junction. You got to get those rebounds. The Lady Blue Comets missed out on too many rebounds and too many turnovers here this evening on key moments. That's where a couple things have gone on this game here tonight. As Babcock's going to commit another foul with 23.1, putting Wrench back at the line. And Lady Blue Comets going to be back here tomorrow to take on Kickapoo at 4 o'clock. As they will drop this one here tonight to go to 4-5 on the year as Rich knocks him down at the line still.
In the game for Chanute,
Michaela Schottefer checks into the ball game as Rachel Jackson comes out. A nice job here in the fourth quarter by KB3. She had a big 10-point fourth quarter. Second one goes down, and Babcock gets the ball. Push it up ahead here, finding Schottefer underneath. Schottefer puts up the shot, can't get it to go, gets her own rebound, kicks it back out here. Morrow for 3. Side of the iron, won't go. Alster with the rebound, trying to take it back up, gets taken away from her. And we're going to get a foul. And it's to the Blue Comets there on the possession arrow. And 55-41 with 9.1 to go. Lady Blue Comets will be bringing it in to wrap up this one. And they'll get it in. That one goes off of Alster. Mattia runs it down, kicks it back out here to Rollins. Rollins to Babcock, left wing for 3. Side of the iron will not go. Can't find the rebound. Lady Blue Comets going to lose it. 55-41 tonight to Carl Junction. And I really don't think that, I don't know. We're not going to go into all what I think on this one. Anyway, it's a 55-41 loss for the Lady Blue Comets.